Hey guys, so I want to share a very intimate story with you. I have an article coming out on a blog called Bottle and Heels, and it's about an experience that happened to me over 2 years ago, and it's taken me this long to be able to share it with people other than a couple close friends and my family. So, here goes. Um, A little over 2 years ago, I was pregnant with my second baby. I already had a little boy at home named Ryder. I was so in love. I was a new mom. I was living by the beach in California. Life was great. And during my pregnancy, I used to get these little red dots. I don't know if you can see here. I have one. My doctor said they were broken blood vessels, and it was because of higher blood volume in my body during my pregnancy. And she's like, we can laser them while you're pregnant, or we can wait till you give birth and then just get rid of all of them. So it wasn't really a big deal. I had one on my forehead that was a little bit bigger than the other ones, but it looked the exact same. So no biggie. I didn't even think about it. I was at my esthetician. She was doing my eyebrows, and she seemed a little concerned. And she said, Sam, I don't want to worry you, but you should go get that one on your forehead looked at. I said, oh, no, I've been to my dermatologist. It's all good. She said it's a popped blood vessel. And so anyways, I went back to my dermatologist and was just like, you know what, let's laser these. Let's get rid of them. I don't like the way they look. And, what do you think of this one? Does it look like the others? And she said, yes, it looks like the others, and I'm not concerned at all. But if you'd like me to, I can biopsy it. So we did. We did a biopsy. And I was at this point 31 weeks pregnant. So, a week goes by, and I'll never forget this moment. I was actually in my car with my little son, Ryder, who is not even 2. And my husband was out of town, and we were going to my favorite restaurant because I was just trying to enjoy those last couple of days of it being me and my little Ryder. And the phone rang, and I saw it was a private number, and it was my dermatologist. And she told me that I had skin cancer. Oh my God. I pulled over because I was a mess. I'm a mess right now talking about it. I started crying, and then I had to pull it together because my son Ryder was in the back, and he's like, Mommy, what's wrong? And I called my husband who was away. I called my mom, and I didn't want to scare them because I think if I scared them, then I would be scared. Because if my mom gets worried, then I'm worried. So I went for dinner with Ryder. I was my mind was in another place. I honestly don't even know what I ordered, if I left the right tip. I was just in outer space. And of course I came home, put him to bed, and then I just started Googling. Basal cell carcinoma is the name of what I had. It's a type of skin cancer that can be disfiguring if you don't remove it. It's different than squamous cell carcinoma, and it's different than melanoma. They are all skin cancers, all caused by damage to your cells in your skin by sun. Some are genetic. Basal cell is not genetic. It was skin damage and sun damage that I had as a kid, which to me was so weird. I grew up in Canada. I had the sun for 2 months of the year. And if you can see, I'm super white. I mean, I didn't tan. Where did I get all this sun damage? Well, I was a competitive tennis player. So those 2 months of the year that I did play tennis outside, I was outside a lot. And then we'd go to Florida and trips to the sun in the wintertime, beach trips, things like that. Anyways, I'm 32 weeks pregnant, and I have to make a decision if I'm going to get surgery while I'm super pregnant. So my mom flew in because we decided it was the best idea for me to get surgery. I make my livelihood working on camera, and this was my downtime because I was too big to work, and I was taking time off to have the baby. So no one would see me. No one would see this surgery. And a big thing for me was hiding it. I don't know why. I was just really scared to tell anyone. I don't know if telling people made it seem more real. I think it did. I didn't want to tell anyone because if I told someone I had skin cancer, then I really did have skin cancer. So I kept it a secret. And, slowly a couple people that are really close to me found out, but really slowly. I didn't even tell my own brothers. I didn't tell my cousins. I was embarrassed and I was scared. And I interviewed some surgeons because it's my face that they're going to cut open. And I found an amazing surgeon who made me feel safe. That's what I wanted to feel. I wanted to feel safe. And I wanted her to know how scary this was, that I was pregnant. Someone was going to cut into my face, that the word cancer was suddenly swarming around everywhere. I was worried that they would find more. I had so many worries. And of course I was like Googling, which is the worst thing you can do. So at 34 weeks, I drove myself to surgery because my mom had to stay home with my son, and my husband, I think, was away on business again. I went, I had the surgery. She was amazing. And I drove home, and I looked under the little, they put a white piece of gauze that they tape on you after, and I opened it up, and I started crying. I'm like, I'm damaged. I have this disfiguring huge scar now on my forehead, and people are going to look at me, and the first thing they're going to see is that. And that freaked me out. And I was also afraid that I was never going to work again, that I would go to a casting and they'd be like, oh, who's that girl with the big disfiguring scar on her forehead? Well, here I am, 2 years later. I am working and I feel good. And I go for my skin checks every 6 months to make sure that there's no more on my body, because for the next 5 years, I have a 50% more chance than anyone else of getting more. It's been 2 years. So far, so good. Any little spot I see, I go to the doctor, and they know my deal, that they get me in the same day. There's my scar. Looks pretty good. She did a great job. And she keeps working on it when I go in. If it looks bumpy, she'll inject it. And most important, and this is something I hope people can learn from my mistakes and my experience, is I wear sunblock every day. I don't go outside without wearing sunblock all over my face. I always have a huge hat on. I bought the most amazing hats. I have the best collection of hipster hats now. I have baseball hats, I have wide brim hats, I have, beach hats. And if I'm going to be outside for more than an hour in direct sunlight, I wear my hat. And I am always conscious if I'm in direct sunlight that I'm wearing something long sleeve or that I'm slathering on sunblock. And for my 2 beautiful baby boys, one is olive skinned like my husband and probably won't ever get a real sunburn. But I slather him head to toe with sunblock, and I teach him in a non-scary way that we have to protect our skin. Ah, my baby, he is blonde. He is whiter than white. He makes me look like I've been to Ibiza. He's so fair. There he is now. Ryder, making a video. So most importantly, I teach them to take care of themselves. Ryder, what do I teach you about sun care? To wear sunblock? This is the reason I take care of my skin now, and that I took care of their skin. Say bye.